What's up, people? Longest time. Yeah, welcome to Crypto Africa again. Ooh, what do we have today? Today I want to say one story that my mom told me when I was small. Yeah, about all this king queen. You know, there was all these stories about Cinderella, Barbie, blah blah blah. All those one are American Western. We get our own Nigerian Juju, Ogbanje, Mami Water. You feel am? All right, so today I'm saying a story about a king, King Zuba. So yeah, I don't know how true this story be. Oh. So at the end of the story, let me know how true you think the story is. So this is how the story goes. Long, long in a faraway kingdom. No, that one that's so American story till they start. Yeah, so as I was saying, the story goes thus. Nigerian style. So olden days, yes, na so I want to be not be long, long in the fire kingdom. Honor. In the olden days, so there was this king that had 12 wives and he did not have a child. The gods caused him or caused his family and he didn't have any child. So it was getting to the time that he would he would buy and he needed uh, an heir to the throne. Not just any child, he needed a male child that would take over from him. So he went to appease the gods with 100 white goats and 100 white chickens. So after appeasing the gods, the native doctor that was in charge then, the native doctor is like all this witch doctor. So the native doctor that was in charge then gave him a seed and told him that when he gets back to his kingdom, the wife should cook general food and all the wives should partake from the food and eat from the food. That any wife that eats that seed would give him a male child and that would be the new heir to the throne. So the king said okay, and the king thanks the Babalawo as he say it, and went back to his kingdom with the seed and called his 12 wives and asked them that they are going to cook a general food, and that general food each wife must compulsory must partake from it. And he also told them that out of the 12 of them, one of them is going to give birth to a son for him that will be the heir to the throne. And the wives were happy. So we are going to have children in this kingdom and we're going to have a heir to the kingdom. They were so happy. The first wife was so happy. So before cooking, he told the wives that they should go to their families and prepare. 1 week later, the food will be done and they will all partake from it. So each wives went to their different family and went to their different gods to pray that they should be the one to bear the king a son that will be the heir to the throne. So each person went to meet their different gods. Those that serve Olokun went, those that serve Ogun went, those that serve Mamiwata went, Masquerade, God of Sun, God of Moon, God of Star, went to their different places and they appeased their different gods to give them the male child and they arrived back at the kingdom after a week time. So the week time, after a week, they made general food for the wives, and they all partook from the food. The last wife of the king was maltreated because one, she was a Christian, and two, the king liked her way more than the other wives because she was being maltreated by the other women in the kingdom. So when the day came, after preparing the food, the king put the seed into the food and asked all the wives to partake from the food. So uh, based on seniority, the first wife came first, pack a large portion of the food, put it into a plate that she will be the one to get the seed and partake from it and eat it and give birth to the male child. So after the first wife, the second wife came, scooped from the food. Like, wow, she's going to be the one to eat the seed, and she's going to be the one to bear the king a son and give birth to the heir of the throne. So that's how first wife came, second wife came, third wife to the tenth wife. At the time of the 10th wife, the pot was already empty. Because everyone wanted to be the one to take a large portion of the food so they can eat the seeds and give birth to the new heir of the kingdom. So the 11th wife just came and scraped what was left. There was almost nothing left for the last wife, which was the one that was Christian. The last wife just came and used spoon, you know what they call kanda, like back of kidney. That's what the last wife saw to scrape. She just used spoon to just scrape like a portion of spoon of the pot. That was the only thing that she had left, and that was the only food that she ate from uh, the portion of the food that was prepared for the king's wives. After the feast was made and after the food was eaten by all the 12 wives, a month later, the 12 wives were pregnant. Every one of them, from the first to the last, which is the 12th wife, everyone got pregnant. And everyone was happy. Hey, they've not been pregnant for years. They were looking for children for years. And now, even all the 12 wives are pregnant. Everybody was so happy. And the king too was extremely happy that he's going to have an heir to the throne. So, yes, sir. So, 9 months later, in the palace, in the kingdom, they all gave birth. But this time it was very funny. They were all giving birth to ladies or female. So they were giving birth to girls. No one was giving birth. The first wife, when she gave birth, in her chamber, she gave birth to a girl. Second wife, a girl. Third wife to a girl. Like that. So they were like, they're not going to see a heir to the throne. No, they're just giving birth to, because then in the only days, female does not take over. It has to be a male child. They're like, they will inquire from other mates in the kingdom that, what did your madam give birth to? Say, my madam gave birth to a girl. What your madam gave birth to a girl? So they thought that the seed that the babalawo put into the gave them to eat, that it was just to make the food so that all of them could conceive, but they were all giving birth to ladies. But that last woman, the last wife of the king, she went into the toilet. She was pressed. When she wanted to give birth, she went into the toilet, pit toilet, and inside the pit toilet, she got what is it called? That women, she got a pain. Like when I want to give birth, you grab. So inside there, she could not even, and it was so much, the pain was so much that she could not even call for assistance, and she gave birth inside the toilet alone. Thank God say the pikin sef not fall for inside no pit toilet, e go get hole. The shit go dey enter inside the hole. Thank God say the pikin sef not fall for inside the hole. Pikin boy don go. So, and she gave birth to a male child. The last wife, she was the only one that gave birth to a male child. Everybody gave birth also, but they gave birth to female children. But she didn't even know if it was a male child she gave birth to. You know, everywhere will be dark. She didn't even know if it was a male child she gave birth to or a female child. After giving birth, she fainted inside the toilet, and she was there for hours, and the child too was there for hours. Later in the night, when someone wanted to go and clean the toilet or use the toilet, they discovered that someone fainted there. So they rescued her, and they rescued the baby too. So when other wives discovered that the person that rescued the baby and the mom, they didn't tell others that it was this person that gave birth to. They just said they saw a baby inside so and so. So they brought the male child to the king and told the king that finally we've had a male child in the kingdom, and this child belongs to the king because the child looks so much like the king. So it was carbon copy, like photocopy, 5 and 6 of the king. And the king was so happy. Like, wow, a male child finally. And who gave birth to this male child? Because the woman that gave birth to the child, she didn't know she gave birth to, she just know that she gave birth. She didn't know if she gave birth to a male child or a female child. She could not even find a baby. But she didn't want to claim that, okay, she was the one that gave birth to that male child, or as the case may be. So no one could prove that they are the owner of the child. Everyone was just saying, all the wives were just saying, because they gave birth almost the same time. All the wives were just saying they are the one that gave birth to the male child, they are the one that gave birth to the male child, the one that gave birth to the male child. So the king said that for them to prove who is the owner of the male child, that the male child will go in the palace for 7 years. That after 7 years, that's when they are going to, the real mother of the child is going to come forth and prove who, and prove that she's the mother of the child, and only her will be crowned queen. So that's how the prince grew in the kingdom. Copycat, is it copycat? Or look alike as the king. And 7 years, the prince, he was matured enough. They told him how they found him and stuff like that. And the day came that all the wives and all the other concubines, kings that have major wives and other concubines, are going to prove that they are the owner of the child and how they give it to the child. So they made a feast and said all the women in the kingdom, if they know that the one that gave birth to the child for the king, they should, there was no DNA then to prove, okay, this is the mother and stuff like that. So the day came and each wife will come and present through a song how they gave birth to the child. So the king also made a decree that, so this was how the celebration or the search for the mother of the child went. So each this child will sing, then the woman or the wives of the king will also sing how they gave birth to the child, and the child will not determine if the child was to determine who his mother was, and whoever the child chose, that would be the queen. Yeah, as I said, the king made a decree that whoever is the mother of that child, that's the person that she will be crowned as the new queen, and she will be the only wife of the king. That other ladies or other wives will just be concubines. That he would have only one wife as the queen and as a wife in the kingdom. So the child started to sing, "Who is my mother? Who is my mother? Who is my mother? Yeah, you. Who is my mother?" So first wife came. "I am your mother. I am your mother. I am your mother. Yeah, you. I am your mother." So the child sang also. "For where you for born me? For where you for born me? For where you for born me? Yeah, yeah. Oh, for where you for born me?" So the child sang, "For where you for born me, yeah, yeah, oh, for where you for born me." And the first wife sang, "I born you for inside King Palace. I born you for inside King Palace. I born you for inside King Palace, yeah, yeah, oh, I born you for inside King Palace." So the child sang, "You not be my mother, you not be my mother, you not be my mother, yeah, yeah, oh, you not be my mother." So second wife came. The try singing again. "Who is my mother? Who is my mother? Who is my mother? Yeah, yeah, oh, who is my mother?" The second wife came. "I am your mother. I am your mother. I am your mother. Yeah, yeah, oh, I am your mother." Then the uh child sang, "For where you for born me? For where you for born me? For where you for born me? Yeah, yeah, oh, for where you for born me?" Then the second wife sang, "I born you for inside market. I born you for market. I born you for market. Yeah, yeah, oh, I born you for market." Then the child sang, "You not be my mother. You not be my mother. You not be my mother. Yeah, yeah, oh, you not be my mother." So that's how all the wives sang, and other ladies in the kingdom, concubines, even those that were not concubines, also came to sing. Also came to sing that they were the uh, mother of the child. More than 100 women came to sing. Some said they gave birth to the child in the hospital, some said in market, some said in their parents' house, some said inside the bush, some said farm, like that, like that, like that. And the child claimed that they were not his mother. So the last wife, which was the real mother of she was scared because she was like, she thinks she gave birth to, because she knew that she fainted when she went to that toilet, that going to sing that she gave birth to the prince inside toilet is an embarrassment to the kingdom, it's an embarrassment to the king, that she can't even say something like that. And it was getting to close of the festive, and no one has come to claim that they are the mother, or the child has not seen the real mother. So she was like, she's the only one that have not gone. Let her just go and say it. She was scared, but she was like, she has to do it. Other people were like, you can't be the one to give birth. You that you are hated in the kingdom. You that did you even give birth to any child? You that we didn't see your child. Are you sure you're the one that gave birth to her? You can't possibly be the one to give birth to the king's son. So she went. The child was also singing. And this time the child was crying because so many women have come and he has still not found his mother. So the child was crying. "Who is my mother? Who is my mother? Who is my mother? Yeah, yeah. Who is my mother? Who is my mother? Who is my mother? Who is my mother? Yeah, yeah." So that's where last I came. "I am your," the wife was also crying. "I am your mother. I am your mother. I am your mother. Yeah, yeah. I am your mother." So she also cried. "Mama, you for me." Oh, tears was rolling down. scatter everything. Baba, you papa me. Baba, you papa me. Yeah, yeah. Baba, you papa me. So the wife paused for like 2 minutes. She was scared to say, she gave birth to the prince inside toilet. And not just any toilet, not to put royal toilet, inside pit toilet. So she said, I want you pop in toilet. I want you pop in toilet. I want you pop in toilet. Yeah, yeah. How are you? Wow, so the child expression just changed. He just stood up from the chair he was sitting down and went to hug the mother and I started singing, I just see my mother. I just see my mother. Hey, I just see my mother. Yeah, yeah. I just see my mother. And the king also stood up and went to hug the last wife and made a decree that she will be the new queen of the kingdom and she will be the only wife of the king. And that's how the child found the mother and the king found a new queen for himself, and they live happily ever after. Yeah, so that's it. So let me know in the comment section if you think this story was real, if this actually happened or not. That's all for this week. See you guys next week. Bye.